Hey you guys, it's been a little bit since I've checked in now, mostly just because I've been busy and there hasn't really been anything to talk about. Been busy with work, school, all the things, just trying to prepare so I can actually get somewhere in life that allows me more time to dedicate to my hobbies. Anyways, this is actually basically just entirely an audio related update. There's nothing really too much to do with fans. First of all, I saw this on eBay and I had to have it. It's a brochure for the Bose 601 series. As I'm sure some of you guys might know, I do have a pair of these. And honestly, I think they're some of the best sounding speakers Bose made. Bose was never an audiophile brand, more of just, fancy speaker, and they didn't always sound the greatest compared to others. However, I'm not a Bose basher, just thinks that they're all terrible. I make the occasional joke here and there, but I think there's a lot worse. And when it comes to Bose speakers, there's not a lot better than the 601s. So, yeah, I just figured it'd be cool to have this little brochure here to pair with them. Kind of like with the Speaker Builder magazines, I got to pair up with my custom Georgia Institute of Technology speakers. But yeah, so there's just a little bit of stuff in here, and this would have been the original price for them. Translating that to now, I think it was like 2,000, 2,500 bucks, something like that. I would not pay that much for a pair of those speakers. And then there's just the back. So yeah, kind of just a cool thing. Let's just gotta slide that up there. It's too much work to put it back. And then my coworker gave me 4 of these Iowa speakers. Now, typically something like this I wouldn't really bother touching. However, since I gave away all my sort of budgety cheap speakers before I moved, I don't really have anything that I would be willing to put in a garage setting or a work setting. And at some point we're gonna have a house and I'm gonna have a garage. That's probably where I'm gonna do some of my work. So I wanted something, and I figured I would just cross the bridge when I get there until my coworker told me he had some. He thinks there might be a fifth one because, see, there's actually 2 different kinds of speakers here. This one here is lighter than the rest. This is a SX-R 2000, which is designed to be one of the rear surround speakers. And then there's 3 of these SXC 2000 is what this one is. Oh wait, so this is an SXC 2000. I think this one is supposed to be a center channel speaker. And then this one is an SXAV 2000. And then this one is another SXAV 2000. So yeah, there's two of the front speakers, which are the ones I care the most about. And it looks like we got a center channel, and then also one of the rear speakers. So there's probably another rear speaker somewhere. He thinks he probably still has it. He just hasn't found it. He also thinks he might have some wire lying around. So there might be a little update to this saga. But yeah, I figured that these would just be good speakers to use. These would just be really useful just to have for like a garage setting, something I don't really care about. The two front speakers have like a, I don't know whether it was like a 5 or 6 inch woofer and a 3-inch tweeter. It's actually not that bad. Then the rear channels just have like a 3 or 4-inch full range driver. And I'm not too sure what's inside the center channel speaker. I didn't realize that that's what this one was, so I'm going to take a look at that and see what the specs on that one are here once I'm done recording. But yeah, I think they all can handle about 60 watts. They got an 8 ohm impedance, and this one looks like the rear ones have the ability to be wall mounted. Looks like these ones, there are some holes drilled in them so they can be mounted on the wall. That's probably not factory, but with something like this, I wouldn't care. I would even consider drilling holes in them myself because they're not really that valuable. Doesn't seem to be a lot of them, though. I haven't seen a lot of them online when I looked them up, but that doesn't mean anything. These to me are just speakers that aren't going to sound horrible. Definitely not audiophile grade, but just something decent for a garage. So, yeah, that's really about all I have. Otherwise, with the new year, new literature will be coming out, and I'm sure I'll be updating with some of that stuff as I go. At the moment, I haven't reached out to anyone yet. I've just been kind of waiting for things to settle after market, so I'll probably start that in early February, and we'll see where that takes us. So anyways, with that, I might as well go ahead and end this here instead of rambling on a bunch. Thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Goodbye.